Morning.
Morning.
How are you all? Very good. Good well. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much for coming in past Mr. Ian Boyle is here.
Nice to see you. How are you good? How do you politics? We'll have to pick your brains.
James O'Connell's head of history.
James, nice to see you. Hi.
Politics teachers will do. Brian, he's vice
Brian,
president.
nice to see you. Hi.
Our head boy.
Right. Very good.
Or
Hi, nice to see you.
locked in the head for other people.
Lovely.
Q&A from some of the...
Our questions.
I always ask.
It's a busy day. That's every day pretty busy.
Yeah, but it's great to be here.
Generally speaking, we're pretty good.
No, I mean, but yeah. Yeah. By all means. No, last night. Yeah. So,
My question is about the Windsor Framework. It has been stated that John Hume was always looking for a solution and not a stance. Do you think that the Windsor Framework can be a solution to end the stalemate at Stormont? Thank you.
I do. I'm always conscious that it's very important for communities here and for political parties here to be comfortable with the progress that we make. And when I was here working, 20 years or so ago, I was always reticent about being the person that came from London to tell people in Northern Ireland what I thought they ought to think. So I don't want to do that, but I do genuinely think that this is a real opportunity. I felt that before we even saw the text, or the beginning of the text this week, over the last month, 6 weeks, I could feel that the UK and the EU were moving closer together. This is a good thing. I'm a great believer in bridge building and bringing people together and not the politics of division. I do think there's enough in the protocol for us to move forward. It's a compromise. Of course it's a compromise. That's the nature of any agreement. But if it gives us the space to move forward, and I think it will, if it leads to the Stormont running again, then I think that's really good. And so I think this is a real opportunity. What do you think, Patrick, by the way?
I think it's a question go whether the EU will back it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, and that's why I'm glad that the DUP is taking their time to look at it carefully. And we were very careful in saying we supported the protocol, but it is important that it has the greatest consensus possible. And therefore I do hope, I'm really glad that the DUP are taking time to carefully consider the protocol. I do hope that allows them to get to a position where we can move forward. I feel there is an opportunity there. As you will have seen across our Parliament as well, there is quite a consensus behind the protocol. And that's why I said to Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, early on, we will vote for the protocol, therefore we will not cause a division on this. Because if that then happens, we can go into the celebrations or reflection of the 25 years of the Good Friday Agreement, but also set our sights on the future. And I also hope, I'm a great believer that if you negotiate in good faith and bring people together, you get better results than if you just try to divide and argue. There's an element in me that feels that this time we've made progress because there's been a different attitude to the negotiations, and that is, I think, a good thing. Thank you, Patrick. I've got Abby.
Hello.
Hi, Abby.
Hi. My name's Abby, and I would like to ask, recent reports have indicated that many young people have no faith or little faith in the political institutions in Northern Ireland. How can you help to restore that faith?
I've seen some of those reports, and on one level I can understand. I think if I'm honest, I think there's a lack of faith in politics generally to fix things that is not just across Northern Ireland. I think it's across the whole of the United Kingdom, a sense of disconnect and people feeling, I can't seem to influence politicians to really make the change that I want to see. We've got to change that because that's bad for politics. Politics ought to be the most incredible force for good. The